Okay, so I got the stand all cleaned up. I'll just put it over here. Put the monitor on it. And then just push in something like that. So there's two functions to this monitor, okay? It raises it up, you know, with this monitor stand. I can put this here and you see nothing is blocked. It looks perfect. But I think I'm gonna leave this like this and then I'll just bring it in closer. So I'm here. And the nice thing about this is when I set up the camera, I can put it on top of the speaker, I can put it on the computer, I can put it behind on, depending on the tripod I use. I can put it in behind if I wanted to, but then it'll be like shooting down. So I think I got a low tripod tabletop for the camera, and I'll just put it on the right-hand side. So that way you're looking at the monitor straight, but then they're looking, you know, almost center, but a little bit to the right or to the left, depending where. You always want to use the best light where the camera is. And so I'll put the camera probably right here. And that'll be the last step. And then I'll show you the whole process. But it's looking good right now. So now I have to plug these in. And if I look at it, okay, the power plug. All right, and then I have to untangle everything. So the power plug will go in something like this, and then down here with the other plugs. No problem reaching the surge protector. And I got two things. Now, this holds extra USB ports. And then you gotta, you know, this is like an HDMI. So I'll plug this into the back. You see, there's hardly any cables in view. And then I just plug it in the back. See, I'm going to do it something like, that might be the main one. I'm going to do it like this and like this. This one is for the USB port, okay? In fact, to make it simple, I'll just take out the USB-C and just put in USB port. So the only two the Thunderbolt ports I have using is for the monitors. That's it. Everything else is Bluetooth. So I don't need that. I'll put this down here because I'm not going to use another keyboard, mouse. So the last thing you want is a microphone. So let me get that real quick. Okay, almost done, folks. So I had it on an arm, okay, with this long cable that comes with the Shure NV7 Plus USB microphone. Let me unhook it. But I'm not going to use it because I can set up the microphone right over here. Look how small it is. It can pivot. I got one of these in the office. And with this, you can set the microphone, whatever. So let me show you how to set it up. Okay. Very good. So you see, it's threaded in here. And what you have to do, yeah. I have to get the adapter first for it. So let me go and get that. Now, 2 quick tips. Notice that sometimes you have the mic like this or point like that, but you need to change it because you want the Shure to look professional, right? All you do is take the top part off and you slide it down without taking these off, and then you put the cover back on, and there you have it. The other thing, these stands come with, you know, the Rode, come with a 3 1/4 to 1/4 inch setting. I was looking for it. It's been on here all the time, so I don't need that. I can just screw this on. Now, I am missing one thing, and that is a locking mechanism. Because sometimes if you twirl it all the way around until it's tight, see what happens? It's not perfect. So let me get this device real quick. In fact, I think I'm going to just take it off of here. And just to show you for expediency. Okay, so I untwist this again. And I may have to get another one instead of this one. I just want to see if it fits. And what this is a locking washer. So I see it's, I have to do this because this, yeah, it's, see, got to have that on, and then I got to put this thing on, okay? And I don't have to have it on tight. And then you just put this like this. You got to get it on right for the thread. And what I may do is just do this. Just put it in like that. And you just twist it to make sure it's flush. You don't have to tighten it, okay? Just to make sure it's just flush. So the locking mechanism will work. In fact, I'm going to put it a little bit deeper. Okay. Now I can screw this in. All right. And I can leave it there. And then with the lock, it stays in position. You just have to point it just right. And the same thing here. And you tighten it this way, turn it clockwise their way. And now I have a speaker all ready to set up to go. So let's move the camera and at a different spot.